Navigating the Minefield. Recognizing bias and assumptions in academic texts. Hello, language explorers. Today, we're diving into an important facet of reading academic texts: critical reading skills. More specifically, we're going to learn about recognizing bias and assumptions in the texts we read. So, what exactly is bias? Bias is a leaning or preference for or against an individual, a group, or an idea. In academic texts, bias can subtly influence the arguments, evidence, and conclusions presented. Remember, everyone has biases, including authors of academic texts. It's important to recognize and understand these biases to fully evaluate the text. Next, we turn to assumptions. An assumption is a belief or idea that's taken for granted, without any supporting evidence. Like bias, assumptions can color the information, arguments, and conclusions in a text. Understanding these hidden presumptions can help you form a more comprehensive view of the arguments. Now that we know what bias and assumptions are, how do we spot them? Here are some strategies. 1. Question the author's perspective. Who is the author? What's their background? This can provide clues about potential biases. 2. Look for loaded language. Does the author use emotional or value-laden words? This could be a sign of bias. 3. Identify unsupported claims. Are there statements that lack evidence? These might be assumptions. 4. Consider the source. Where is the text published? Who sponsored it? The source can reveal potential bias. Finally, after spotting potential bias and assumptions, it's vital to evaluate their impact. This doesn't mean dismissing the text entirely. Instead, take these biases and assumptions into account when interpreting the arguments. And that's it for today's lesson, folks. We've journeyed through recognizing bias and assumptions in academic texts. By practicing these skills, you'll become a more informed and critical reader, able to understand and evaluate academic texts more effectively. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and as always, happy reading.